Hey, everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We're going to spend the next couple of segments talking about the Bayou Outdoors Foundation. It's a great way to take sick and special needs children out in the wilderness, let them know about what's going on as fishing, hunting, and all those kind of outdoor activities. And it's been a great foundation and something muchly needed in our area. Here to talk about it is the founder and president of the Bayou Outdoors Foundation, Robbie Bowers. Thank you so much for being here. And Wilfred Guidry is also a board member of the foundation. So, guys, thanks so much for being here. Let's talk about where you got the idea to come up with something like this. We are in Sportsman's Paradise. So it's a great way, I'm sure, for a lot of special needs kids that may be right in the middle of all of this hunting and fishing and outdoor activities, but never really get a chance to experience it.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. They just don't get the opportunity to do it. And Wilfred and I was both introduced to this about 5 years ago by a friend of ours from Houma named Will Dale. He was doing this by himself, and we liked the concept. And sadly, Will Dale passed from cancer. And me and Wilfred took it upon ourselves to kind of continue his mission. And we was able to meet a foundation nationally that we worked for 3 years, and we took kids. And I guess about a year and a half ago, me and my wife talked about it, and we had the desire to do it locally in South Louisiana. And it's been great ever since, you know.
What drew you to this?
I guess it was always been a giving back person. You know, I joined the National Guard, and I coached at different levels in high school and stuff like that. And I just felt the need to give back to the community. And, you know, I just had it in me to want to do something like that. And then when it was introduced to me, it was just like the bells were ringing, you know, it was perfect. I had to medically retire at 44 years old, so I have a lot of free time on my hands, and other than what the wife gets me to do. And but we really liked the concept, and we kept pushing forward and finding out more information. How could we do this? And I first started off contacting special ed teachers, and they were a huge resource for me as far as getting kids I could take. And we just love every minute of it, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome. Wilfred, same question pretty much. What drew you, and what do you get out of a program where you can help like this and be a board member?
Well, basically, I was looking for something to do, and I met Will through my work because he bought stuff through his company and our company. And one day somebody told us what he was trying to do, and he was at the shop, and so I went back there and introduced myself, and that's where it started. And we got together, and you know, it's been a blessing. You know, unfortunately, we lost Will, but he led me to a new path that I want to be on.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And, you know, and I guess, you know, anybody that does these kind of things, you end up getting back a lot more than you give, and just by being part of it. So tell me about the meet and exactly what this program is. And you find kids 8 through 15 years old, and tell me what the parameters are, what children you're looking for to help and to experience these things.
I mean, we do the sick, we do the special needs, we also do underprivileged, because what we feel like we're given is the opportunity. And a lot of these kids, you know, people look at them and think, oh, they can't do that or they can't do that. And that no time does that ever enter our mind. We figure out how we're going to do it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we brought several kids so far in the last year and a half, I think 10 or 12 on trips. And it's basically they either get nominated through the website or somebody on Facebook contacts us, and we do like an interview, determine what they want to do, what they're capable of doing, and we never try to push them to do something that they're not able to do, because we want it to be an enjoyable experience.
Right. And you know, you have to have a parent with you.
Yes.
That comes with you. And obviously, not everybody can hold a gun and go shoot a deer. Some people, so that's what you determine, right? Is how they fit in and what they should go do, right?
Yes, sir.
And what they want to do. So, Wilfred, do you find there's a big need in this community for things like this?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have a lot of fishing tournaments down here, which is what I'm basically do. I do the fishing trips with the kids, but we don't have anything quite directed towards the kids. I know we have the life preserver thing, and we have the new by the lakes over there, the new water park over there. Right. So there are means to do it, but I don't see a whole lot being done. But you know, there's other people doing this, so Yeah, I think it's the more the better.
Yeah, no doubt. So it's no charge to the kid, and we said you want your parent to be with you, 8 to 15, but you guys will work around the parameters with that as well too. How does somebody who has a child that might want to experience this get in touch with you guys?
Like I said, it could either be Facebook or they can call me or Wilfred on our cell phones. And the best way is probably to go to the foundation website, and there's a nominate button, and they fill out basically a little questionnaire, and we review it as a board and get back and determine what they want to do, and we set it up.
How many kids have come through the program in the last year?
In this past year, I want to say it was 8. And the first year was we was a little bit behind the 8 ball, getting the paperwork with the state and everything. Sure. But I think we did 3 or 4 trips the first year, and we want to do as many as we possibly can do.
These are good quality trips, right? So it's not just you're not just hustling and bustling and getting people in and out of the turnstile. These are like I say, if you got 8 and you got 8 board members, it's really hands-on. Right?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Some of these ranches that we go to are phenomenal. I mean, the setup is just great. Most of the time, the ranch owners ask us, what can we do? And I tell them most of the time, just my mentality going into a weekend with a child is to make them feel like a rock star. Everything is about them the whole trip. And it doesn't have to always end in a kill or catching a fish or whatever, but it's the experience. And we cry, we laugh, we get excited. And I actually had a mother, I just took a young man, Parrish, from Baton Rouge to Kentucky, and he killed a 156-inch deer, which is a really big deer.
That is a big deer.
And she told me what we do is a blessing, and I said, no, ma'am. I said, what your child does for us is a blessing.
Oh, no doubt. Let's take a break. We'll talk more about the Bayou Outdoors Foundation when we come back in this edition of Bayou Time.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems, modern technology and timeless caring. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Everybody, welcome back to the show. We're talking about the Bayou Outdoors Foundation with the founder, Robbie Bowers, and, of course, Wilfred Guidry, who's a board member of the club. This is, as you know, just to catch everybody up, for sick, special needs, or other children that would like an outdoor experience. You guys, as a foundation, will help those out. Almost like make a wish, but maybe a little different from that regard. And it's more local. You guys are local. The kids are local, and it's a great way for kids that don't ever get a chance to get out. Because look, y'all know this, Barry. You can get out in the wilderness here pretty quick from this area, but if you don't know what's out there, you're like, God, there's a couple of turns you make, and you go, man, we're out in the middle of nowhere. And so no, it's great to experience that. So let's talk about your foundation. So how can people help? How can people get involved? Sponsorships, that kind of stuff. How do you raise money to help out these causes?
We do have corporate sponsors, which is really nice. And of course, we could always use more. And we just have people randomly stop by and just drop off, a check or whatever as well. They understand what we're doing and the importance of it. And we also do annual fundraisers. We attend the Louisiana Sportsman Show every year, which is March 1st through the 3rd.
It's
And
at the Riverside.
Raising Cane River Center, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Which, it was at the Lamar Dixon, but they moved it downtown, and 10,000 people or so come through there in a weekend. So we get to shake a lot of hands and talk to a lot of people. We have picked up.
People want to help, right?
Sure. I mean, our product is unbelievable. It's the marketing side where we need to work on, and that's why we're here today, is just to get it out there so people understand we exist.
Yeah. And Wilfred, you were talking about, so y'all might expand to, was it fundraisers or things to do? You're talking about fishing, bowling, and golfing.
Yeah, well, I figured a fishing tournament for the kids, and then bowling tournament to help raise money, and then of course that involves kids too and adults, and then of course a golf tournament, which can really, make a lot of revenue as far as a tournament goes for a bunch of guys who want to get there and donate their money and buy raffle tickets for door prizes and stuff like that. And
So the best way to go would be, like, say, Facebook or online. So we had some pictures of it a while ago. This is actually your website. So tell me, Robert, what y'all doing when somebody goes on your website.
They can go on our website. They can look at the board members. We also have a video on there of a trip that we brought.
Which we'll see in a second.
Which we'll see in a second. We have some of our corporate sponsors on there, and we have a tab on there, nominate a child, and which is right there.
Right.
You could click on that, fill it out. It gives us all the information, and we basically do a phone interview with them to determine what and where they want to go.
As you're looking at nominees, is there one group that, and what do they want to do more than anything?
Most of them want to hunt, but we do have some that don't want to hunt. They want to fish, and that's okay too. And we've actually had people purchase fishing trips, and for whatever reason, they don't use them, and they'll then donate them to us, and the boat captains.
So you go with a captain, right?
Yes, sir. We go with a boat captain, and I basically am just a chaperone.
Right.
You know, one of our board members accompany the child and the parent, and we just take off and go fishing.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yeah. So, but a lot of people go, hey, use my lease or use my camp and use our facilities. It's a great way to do that. So you're making connections that way too, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So if somebody calls, and again, the major part of it, can they decide what they're going to do, or you guys help them with that?
We decide what they want to do, and then as a board, we get with ranches or charter boat captains, and we work out the dates that's best for everybody, and from there, we just set up the trip and go on it.
Yeah. So Willie Dale, you said he was interested for both of you guys. Yeah. It kind of got y'all involved. How did he get involved, and how did it start?
I really don't know how Will got involved with it.
he basically was on his second round of doing this. He lived out towards Natchitoches, I believe, and he had something going on over there. And sometimes things don't work out, and
Sure.
So you move on and you go on with life. And he decided to get started again, and him and his wife decided to get it started. And he had big dreams, and that's what I was amazed at.
Good
He
friends of both of you.
he wanted to raise scholarships and this for people, for kids to be able to go to school. And he was trying to swing for the fences.
Sure. You guys seem to be faith-based as well, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
So talk to me about that a little bit.
A lot of people say you don't have to be in church to pray, and I really like that concept, and that was introduced to us as well. And so we try to say a prayer. It's not always about the harvest; it's about having a good time and fellowship. And believe it or not, it has brought a lot of religion back to my life, yes. And which I'm very thankful for. And there's nothing wrong with going to church for sure.
Oh, no.
And what a better way to end a great fishing trip or a hunt is with a prayer.
Right. But also, just giving back to the community, right? And I'm sure that's where you feel it, right? And,
yes.
And doing those kind of things, especially this time of year, as the holy season, as we go into church and meeting with families and all that kind of stuff. So, how often will y'all go on these trips?
Like last summer, it was really hot, so we took a break from the fishing. And once it cooled down, we did a few trips and all. Of course, we always do the winter months for hunting. But there is exceptions to that as far as the exotics. We do go on ranches where they have exotics. So as long as it's cool enough for us to go, we can go out of the normal hunting season.
Right.
And but as far as the fishing trips go, we'll fish in the winter and the summer if it's conditions allow us.
Yeah. Guy named Guidry knows how to fish a little bit.
Yeah, a little
He
bit.
can find some fish. Doesn't matter. All right, guys, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time, our third and final segment with the Bayou Outdoors Foundation and the founder and president, Robbie Bowers, and Wilfred Gidry, one of the board members. Tell me about the kids in general. Where did they come from? Is any of them drawn to, you say it could be ADHD, could be Down syndrome, could be somebody sick. What do you mostly see, and who's more attracted to what you guys have to offer?
It's a lot of middle to early high school kids. I find a lot, maybe autism, things of that nature. Not too many physically challenged kids. We do have a little girl that we're going to be taking that's in a wheelchair, and we're really excited about that. That's coming up in January. But I just kind of find out what their limitations are. If they can't climb, we'll do it on the ground as far as hunting goes. And I have a couple coming from North Louisiana that actually has like a trailer that looks like a deer blind, and it's got the tripod in it that holds the rifle. And she either fires by blowing a tube or pulling the trigger.
Wow.
Which is really cool, and I can't wait to, I guess, play with it,
Yeah.
But we're gonna all be in there with her, and when she kills the animal, we're gonna scream and holler and maybe cry and hug and.
Right.
But like I said earlier, we get a lot of nominees from the special ed teachers because they kind of understand what the kids are into. And of course, we never contact them directly. She'll contact the parents, give them my information, and then they'll reach out to us, and we do our phone interview. And so far, it's going really well.
Well, for a lot of these kids, particularly when you talk about special needs kids, they may be thinking this was never an option for me, so it's not
Correct.
something I'm interested in.
Right.
But then when they find out about it, they might go, well, yeah, I'm real interested in going.
Oh yeah, I doubt if they sleep too much when they find out. I consider this like my Disney World, bringing these kids, because I love the outdoors. I was raised in the outdoors, and it's something that we need to push on to our kids, And my ultimate goal is having this foundation would be maybe one of the kids we bring one day wants to be a board member.
Yeah.
I think that would just be unbelievable.
Yeah, it really, really would be. So you said on your website you can go and see a video, but we're going to save some people to clicks and let them go look at the video now. So we'll take a look at the video from the president from the Bayou Land Outdoors Foundation, and what you can see there.
That was pretty good.
I'm Robbie Bowers with the Bayou Outdoors Foundation. I'm the founder and president of the organization, which we got established last year. And my goal was to bring as many kids from South Louisiana as I could, either fishing or on hunting trips. And it's at no cost to the family. We pay for everything.
Oh, that time he opened the drawer.
I had a friend named Will Dell from Houma, Louisiana. Sadly, he passed of cancer, but he was doing it by himself. I'm sure he's really proud that we're continuing his dream and passion. And at some point, it became my passion too, to bring as much happiness to kids as we possibly could. And it's just, a smile's worth $1 million, We try to stick to the ages of 8 to 15, boy or girl. We try to find out if they'd rather go fishing or hunting, and we'll set that trip up depending on what they like. If they're sick, have special needs, a lot of times it's just networking. It's like maybe I brought a child and the mom knows another person with a child and they connect us. I'll find out what their limitations are. We do not try to have them do something that they're not capable of doing, because we want the trip to be enjoyable and we want to make memories that last a lifetime. So it's just a lot of back and forth, getting the information. We'll find a ranch, try to set up a date that works for everybody, and go have a good time.
Oh, what a great program, man. And so you can see what the kids get out of it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So to have, you know, one-on-one or 5-on-1, really, a lot of people seem to volunteer and a lot of. So how many people could you take down the road? I guess you want to see how far it goes, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, like we said, we have 8 board members, so, you know, I would love to have every board member going in different directions every weekend, you know, and things of that nature. And I wanted to kind of mention something. You know, it's surprising what makes them excited. Sometimes they'll catch a fish and they're not that excited, or they'll shoot an animal and they're not that excited. But we brought a little boy, Jackson, that had cancer in the leg and lost a leg. And we took him alligator hunting. And the most exciting part of his whole trip is that I got some boots signed by Troy Landry for him.
No way.
I said, it's funny what makes him excited.
Right. That is great. Yeah, you wonder that those guys are all over the country now. I go and they go, "Where are you from?" I say, "Well, you know where home is." "Oh yeah, I know where home is." Swamp people, you know. So, no, this is great. So again, if anybody wants to get involved, help out, volunteer, help you guys out financially, the website and Facebook's the way to go.
Yes, sir.
So they can look up, you know, I'll Bayou Outdoors Foundation right there. And you can go online. I guess they can email you right there at
Yes, sir.
yahoo.com or give you a call. So, man, we appreciate what y'all do, man. Y'all an asset to our community. And I know those kids love what y'all do.
Well, thank you
We
for
appreciate you
allowing us
having
to
us.
be here.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks so much, guys. We'll be right back. More Bayou time after this.